A mentor looked me in the eye and said, "Brad, you have a multi-million-dollar business in your background." Now, I knew I had an incredible career, but I couldn't see how those skills translated into a business, let alone a multi-million-dollar business. What was the product? What could I charge? How could I help people? Then he said something that planted a seed that would change everything. This is the story of the moment someone believed in me before I believed in myself. Ooh. If you've ever struggled to turn your expertise into a business, this story will show you the power of having someone see your potential before you can see it yourself. This is day 7 of my transformation story. Thank you for coming along. And yesterday, or last story, I told you about the moment my daughter gave me the clarity I needed to keep going. But clarity about direction is different from clarity about application. So I knew I was on the right path, and I knew I had an incredible background. 22 years as a television executive, Emmy nomination, shows that dominated culture. I wasn't questioning the value of what I had accomplished, but I was completely stumped about how to turn that into a business. So here's the thing, I had never started a business. I had never asked anyone to trade an expertise or service for money. For 22 years, I had always done what I did and got a paycheck every other Friday within the walls of the entertainment industry. I was always a W-2 employee, and now I was out on my own with an entertainment background, trying to figure out how to turn that into something that everyone else needs and wants, and I'm only uniquely able to serve. What was the product? What would I charge? How could I help people? What would I even call myself? I had this incredible toolkit of skills and experience, but I couldn't figure out how to package it into something people would pay for. But before I tell you about the conversation that changed everything, I need to tell you how I met Francis Ablola. I was at A&E working on expanding the zombie house flipping franchise. And if you haven't seen it, it's great. Watch it on A&E Saturdays and Sundays. We were looking for new teams to cast. I wanted to expand the franchise because it was working. And this incredible flipper from Tampa showed up on my desk. His name, Dolmar Cross. Now, Dolmar was amazing, and we ended up casting him in his own spinoff. And when I had the chance to meet his team, because apparently he came with a team which I didn't even know about, that's when I met Francis Ablola. Francis was the CEO and co-founder of Real Advisors, which Dolmar was a part of. They are a national leader in financial education. This guy had built an incredible company offering everything from real estate investing education to business growth, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, you name it. And as of late, the AI for Business brand, which I am so blessed and grateful to be a part of, and speaking again in Las Vegas in the beginning of November. If you want to know about AI and AI for Business, please reach out to me. They are the best. All right, back to the regularly scheduled speech here. But here's what's amazing about Francis. On top of what I just said, while I was at A&E, he saw something in me. He told me I was destined for more and invited me to this incredible mastermind called Family Mastermind, led by the unbelievable, amazing Matt Andrews. This is a who's who of real estate and tech entrepreneurs. And entering my first mastermind, I loved it. I loved the energy, the vision, the community of people building something bigger than themselves. So when I left A&E, Francis was one of the first people I called. I was excited and nervous at the same time. We're on the phone, and Francis asked me the question I'd been asking myself. Are you going to be leaving TV completely? And I said, I don't think so, which is a problem asking a question when I just left the safety net of a paycheck every other Friday. And I said, I still love the industry, but I feel like I want to do it on my own terms. And that's when Francis said it. Good, Brad, you have a multi-million dollar business in your background. I just sat there, phone in hand, trying to process what he meant. And I said, Francis, I appreciate that, but I don't know what that means. I know I have great experience, but what's the business? What do I sell? How do I help people? Here's what was incredible about that moment. Francis didn't have all the answers for me. He didn't lay out a business plan or tell me exactly what to do. What he did was something more powerful. He believed in me, just like my daughter. He saw potential in my background that I couldn't see yet. He saw value in my experience that I hadn't figured out how to package. He saw a future for me that I was still trying to envision. And he goes, Brad, you'll figure it out. But trust me, you have something valuable that entrepreneurs need. The conversation didn't give me a business model. It didn't solve my packaging problem. It didn't tell me what to charge or how to help people. But it gave me something more important: belief. Francis planted a seed that day, a seed of possibility, a seed of confidence, a seed that said your background matters, your experience has value. You just need to figure out how to apply it. And you know what? He was right. Now, I'm still figuring it out, full disclosure, and I'm still figuring it out with Francis. And even now, months later, I'm still discovering new ways to apply what I learned in TV to help entrepreneurs, help you. But that belief from Francis gave me the fuel to keep exploring, to keep experimenting, to keep pushing forward even when I didn't have all the answers. Sometimes you don't need someone to give you the solution. Sometimes you just need someone to believe in you before you believe in yourself. Are you doing that for someone now? Love to hear that story. Is somebody believing in you? I'd also love to hear that story. Here's what I learned from that conversation with Francis. First, sometimes the most valuable thing someone can give you isn't advice. Belief. When someone who has achieved what you want to achieve tells you that you have what it takes, that plants a seed that can grow into something incredible. And second, you don't have to have it all figured out to get started. Francis didn't give me a business plan. He gave me confidence to figure it out myself. And third, your background has value even if you can't see how to package it yet. That's the biggest thing, which I did not know. Your background has value. The skills, the experience, the perspective you've gained, it all matters. You're the only one that has your lived experience. You just need to keep exploring how to apply it. Get up every morning and try something new. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you about the moment I found my tribe, the entrepreneurs who not only believed in my potential, in addition to Francis, but wanted to partner with me because of it. If you're struggling to turn your expertise into a business, if you can't see how your background translates into income, remember this: you do not have to have it all figured out. You just need to believe that your experience has value and keep exploring how to apply it. It will happen. I'm living proof right now. And while you're at it, take the Vibe Finder GPT assessment. Discover what makes you the $2 bill in a wallet full of ordinary experts. You won't regret it. It's free. Send me what comes from it. It'll be amazing. Link in description. And then I also have one more brand audit spot left this month at a special rate. These 90-minute deep dives help you explore how your expertise can become a business people will pay for. Unfortunately, that audit's going away because it's leading into a much bigger and more amazing product that I can't wait to share. Thank you. Be unforgettable. Be the $2 bill.